So off we go to a long day. It's supposed to be like 300 miles plus a border crossing. Let's see. But, you know, it's 9 a.m., so should be there. Okay. Espera un poquito para qué. Just open the door for us, dude. So we're getting to a more rural part of Ecuador, and as Mark pointed out, they all look like caricatures. They wear this little hat. For me, they look more like Peruvians than anything else. Ow! Ow! Damn! And another interesting thing is that we're so high up, like 3,000 meters or more, that we can definitely feel that our bikes have less power already because of less oxygen. So, yeah, pretty interesting. Apparently in Bolivia, I think we're going to go into Bolivia, there's a pass between Bolivia and Chile to go to the Atacama Desert. That's 6,000 meters. 18,000 feet, and apparently the bike really feels it there. So this is interesting. This looks like I'm in the US. These pine trees, little cows here, and it's funny, except for the hats and the cars. But the scenery looks like the US. Interesting. Okay, so let's give a little credit to Ecuador because it's very pretty, this little road here as well. Lots of little turns and beautiful scenery. It's not as lush as Colombia. It's like a little bit grayed out. Seems like it's not as fertile for some reason. And but this little route we're taking here is quite nice. We'll see here the next turn or so, or maybe not. Some tight little turns. We're in the clouds. Tricky. I slipped out again a little while ago. Not as bad as the other day, but yeah, these turns are like bumpy, so you just skip out of the turn. Yeah, like that. I didn't skip those bumps like that. Ooh, this is cool. Let's go a little bit easier on these turns. You never know. Yeah. And now we're really in the clouds. I mean, I have to slow down to like 10 miles an hour to be able to go, because I can't see anything. That's a little bit better, believe it or not. So now the road is all unpaved. Under construction. And my gas reserve just went on. But it's interesting, because of the lack of oxygen, I've been getting a lot better gas mileage. I guess less oxygen, get less power, therefore less gas being burnt. So I'm just gonna take a shot of Mark coming by here. That looks pretty cool. Wing! That's the name of the town. Hey, doggy. Disfrute del paisaje andino. Oh, the hat. The hat. Little doggy. And more fog. More fog. But I think we're going to take a right pretty soon. Then we're going to be going down for 3,000 meters down to sea level. So I'm going to have to peel off these warm gloves, the lining, snowboard pants, everything, because now it's actually pretty chilly. I mean, I'm very comfortable, but if I didn't have all this on, it would have been chilly. It's kind of counterintuitive to think that you're in the equator and it's cold. But apparently the border crossing is kind of like a desert and very hot. Not looking forward to that. But then we're going to be in Peru, and Peru should be quite interesting. It's going to be a lot of a coastal route, and then we're going to cut it into the Andes, go to Machu Picchu. From Machu Picchu to Bolivia, La Paz. Go down to the Salar de Uyuni, which is the largest salt lake in the world, and we can actually drive on it. And then cross the Andes again, go into the Atacama Desert, then into Argentina, Paraguay, Brazil. Yeah, baby. Okay, so we're almost at sea level. We stopped to so I could get my gear off. It's too hot. And Mark is taking a little nap. Shall we go? Huh? How long have you been waiting? I just finished. In the flatlands, and this is all sugarcane. They're burning some sugarcane over there to cut down later, and it's 1 o'clock. We still have 190 miles to go, so we're kind of pushing it a little bit here, and it's amazing how you can feel that the bike has more power down here, it has more oxygen. And wow, it goes more. Pretty nice. So we're just flying by the southern part of Ecuador. It's mostly bananas and some pretty poor towns. Weather's not cooperating, so it's kind of dismal. We're trying to get to the border as quick as possible to get to another town in Peru that's like pretty much the only semi-touristic town that has hotels. Otherwise here there's nothing. So yeah, these are what the towns look like on this part. So yeah, not that great, not that great. shit, I have to go back. I read something about that, yeah. So, after quite a few tips and things and movements and the scams and etc., we got our bikes we got it. It was a big mistake not doing the stamps and immigration when we got into Ecuador, because we had to go through a lot of hassle here. But now it's done and we're all legal in Peru. And yeah, border crossings are always a hassle and always give us a sour taste towards the country that we're going into, but this time it was our fault. We did not do it properly. So anyway, it actually seems, the first time I feel like a little bit unsafe. This little border, I mean, they come up to you and touch you and want to get on the bike, and yeah, well, a little aggressive. So here we are in Mancora finally. What a long, long day. You wanna eat? You wanna eat?
Well, I was gonna look at the guidebook and sort of get some.
Yeah, they said the guidebook said that the better hotels were in the southern end of town.
Oh, they are. So the nicest place didn't have food. That was the only thing.
Oh yeah.
Should I ask these
Huh?
Should I ask these gringos? What's up?
Sure.